The market's on fire. I want to overprice my home to achieve the next record. Hi, Sean Radcliffe with Radcliffe & Associates here at Coldwell Banker. And probably the number one most difficult conversation that we as agents have with sellers is, hey, this is what the value of your home is worth. However, us agents, we look at the data. We don't have an emotional connection to the property, whereas the sellers do. And if done right, the data really is going to support the pricing. And one of the things that I found very interesting that this year in 2020, the market is actually on fire, but 30% of homes that went on the market actually stayed on the market more than 2 months, and most of it due to pricing. So here's some August stats that I think are really helpful to look at. So 76% of the market sold for 99.6% of the list of sales price. So basically the fair market value was achieved. But what is fair market value? Well, fair market value is basically where a seller puts a home on the market and a buyer perceives the value and they pay full price. And that becomes now the fair market value. And that's where appraisers get comparables for. And that's really, how neighborhoods continue to bear the pricings that they get. But let's look at homes that actually did not achieve the full fair market value. So 15% of the properties that closed in August actually did a price reduction between 1 and 4%. And what's interesting about that is that the last list price, so after the price reduction, the sellers only achieved 97.8% of that value. So from the original list price, they achieved 95.4%. So obviously they didn't need to do a price reduction, and then they sat on the market 65 days before achieving an offer. 9% of the homes that sold in the month of August actually did a 5% or greater price reduction, and from the last list price to the sale price only achieved 94.7% of that price, or from the original list price, 85.3% of list to sale price. So you can see that overpricing your home actually has a reverse effect. When we sit down and talk to sellers, we bring the market data of not only time on market, but also what the recent comparable sales are. And then obviously things like view, pool, condition of the property, those kind of things come into play. But buyers are so aware of what pricing is that really overpricing a home in today's market, even though it is hot and there's about 10 buyers to every 1 listing, still does not do any value for you. So if you have any questions about this, of course, I'd love to talk to you. My team and myself would love to sit down and talk about how we're achieving 103% of list to sale price and setting new records with our marketing strategy, which has to do with pricing. 714-497-0160 is the best number to reach out to me. Thanks so much.